Welcome to the Ralph Engelstad Arena press box after UND finishes off a 3-point weekend. I guess it's technically not points, it's non-conference play, but UND gets a tie and a win against Bemidji State, just as I think someone predicted in their blog on Friday morning, so I think no one should be too surprised about that.
Pretty smug right now, but yeah, this is correct.
This game, UND, I thought the big difference in this game was UND dominated the first period just as they did the night earlier, but they found ways to get a couple goals to go. And instead of, Friday night they were out shooting them 16-4, I think, in the first period, and it was 0-0. This time they got a couple to go, and that was a huge factor in this game.
Yeah, this is a little bit what we expected leaving the arena last night in Bemidji, I think, is that UND would find a way to break through that tonight, and just because of the way that the ice was so tilted in Bemidji, you just didn't have the feeling that a team can push back that kind of offensive effort 2 nights in a row. And I think, like you said, with UND getting 2 in the first period, I think that shook maybe Andrew Walsh's confidence a little bit from the night before. He was on the road in a different atmosphere, and that set the tone for the rest of the game. And I think this was a little bit what we saw coming. UND
does it with their big-time goal scorers, Connor Gorder, Andrew Panzarella, and Derek Rodwell, which actually, you know what, after the game, Dave Haxtell said that's kind of the way it's been for us, and, really that's turning out to be this team's identity, is scoring from everywhere, energy from everywhere. These guys have kind of set the tone, for this run. The one line that's stuck together is the Rodwell, Patton, Gorder line, and they had 2 goals tonight. That's kind of been the, that's this team's identity.
Yeah, I kept waiting for Dave Haxtell to laugh after we kind of asked about the unique goal scorers, and he said pretty typical, and was kind of waiting for him to break a smile, but he made some pretty good points about that just being the makeup of this team right now and getting so much production from all over the place, and maybe guys that don't usually score, but those guys have put together some pretty good weeks in a row here, especially that line you mentioned of Rodwell, Patton, and Gorder.
You don't expect them to score, but really on this team, they almost have to. I mean, they don't have a first line of Fratt and Malone and Trupp that's you can just count on to score 2 goals a game. They don't have that. This team kind of needs those guys to chip in a little bit, and during this 9-game unbeaten streak, they have been chipping in, and I think that's been a big difference.
And that's essentially what Andrew Panzarella said in the post-game press conference. A guy that doesn't often get to come to the post-game press conference because he doesn't score that much. And we found out today it'd be nice if he did, because he's a pretty good speaker. So that's exactly what he said, is that this isn't a team that's going to beat anyone with skill. It's going to have to be a team that's miserable to play against and plays in your face kind of hockey, and that's kind of what happened here.
They have done that in this stretch, and now we kind of hit the sort of the home stretch of the year, because non-conference is done. UND finishes with a 5-2-3 record. Pretty good record. You can live with 5-2-3. I think if they had to go back and redo a weekend, it would definitely be the BU weekend. I don't know if BU is a very good team. I think
neither of us would mind going back there and letting them redo that weekend and taking a few days in Boston.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad trip. So St. Lawrence, they split that one. Everyone looks at the name on the jersey and the history of the program. St. Lawrence was a better team than BU, I thought. Those 2 games, St. Lawrence played better than BU did. Bemidji State, not a ton of skill outside of their couple. Corey Ward is a very skilled player.
Yeah, give him a little bit of space, and he made UND pay for it a couple times one tonight.
That was quite a shot that he scored on. Jordan Schmaltz maybe gave him just a touch too much space, and he showed that he can take advantage of that. That's 14 goals on the season, I believe, for Corey Ward already. So he's having a great year, leading goal scorer in the WCHA coming in. I haven't checked after tonight if he still is. So the NCHC race right now, everyone's played 12 games, I believe. So that's halfway through the schedule, because it's a 24-game schedule. The distance between 1st and 5th is 3 points, which is available in every game in the league this year. So it's going to be a crazy stretch run. And we're only halfway through, so there's still a lot of league games to be played.
Right. Well, when you have we'll just look at this weekend series when Miami and Omaha are playing each other. And, you thought that Miami was going to be the team to beat this year, and Omaha goes and beats them 5-1 or whatever it was tonight at home. So this league is all over the place.
How crazy is that, though? That 5 teams are within 3 points of first place, and Miami is not one of those teams.
It's going to make for a very interesting postseason tournament.
It's going to make for an interesting stretch run. There's just, I think in the past years in the WCHA, you could kind of go into a number of series expecting one of the teams to win. That's, we have no idea what's going to happen. If Miami is the second worst team in this league, that'll be interesting. So we'll be out in Denver next weekend, and should be another interesting one. Check back for some blog updates on this crazy stretch run in the league. Thanks for watching the post-game video.